What if your business isn't hard because of your niche, your offer, or your VA, but because you've been conditioned to believe success has to be painful? For years, everything felt heavy for me. Waking up was hard, selling was hard. I lost 5 million, pushed harder, cried harder, and still felt like that little girl who was never enough. Then everything changed. In this video, I'm sharing the 3-word framework that flipped my life: ease, grace, and play. It's the mindset shift that took me from burnout to multi-seven figures, traveling the world with my kids and sitting front row with Tony Robbins, Russell Brunson, and Myron Golden. And it all started with an embarrassing Zoom mistake and a $2,500 weekend where a coach didn't judge me. She simply said, "Let's play. Stay with me," because once you understand these 3 words, getting clients and growing your business finally starts to feel easy.
Tony Robbins was a lot about identity and frequency, right? And I know that if I am still this little girl, right, negative, hurt, always doubt about myself, I will never be able to sell them, because they wanted to see that I can mirror their energy, I can mirror them, so that they will do business with me. I always tell some of you here, right? Lesson is always repeated until it is learned. Okay, a lesson is always repeated until it is learned. I went to this seminar and I was still that little girl. There's just a lot of grief, a lot of uncertainty, right? Everything is hard. Never really know that I was so hard on myself. That's why my business couldn't really grow. That's why, I know, it's just hard. Everything is just hard. Walking is hard. Waking up is hard. Everything is just so hard. And I didn't know that was deep in my programming. It's just part of my life, right? Never questioning how I am, who I am. I just know that I wasn't level up. And the reason why I really got into Tony Robbins is because I noticed everybody there is so easy, so easy. I remember one time during the program, I accidentally hit the share button. I don't know what I did, right? I just hit the share button because Zoom is so new. I hit the share button and then it shared my screen. Not long, maybe 3 minutes. I feel like flashes. My head was pounding because I was managing a room of 50 or 100 people. I was like, they're gonna kick me out, they're gonna fire me, right? They're gonna call me names, right? They're gonna see my screen, what I have. I just have all these noise coming into my head, right? And then I stopped the share, immediately going to my supervisor. And then my supervisor said, "Oh, adorable, no problem. Life happened, things happen, it's good. Just go back to do what you need to do." And I went back. I was like, what is that? I was expecting punishment of that girl, right? They didn't punish me and say, "Great job, you're adorable, you're human." I was like, wow, something is weird here. I don't know what to do with myself, but I like that. I really like to be you when I grew up, because that I fall in love with being a volunteer with Tony Robbins. I fall in love with definitely Tony Robbins. I fall in love with people that are successful with Tony Robbins. And that's how my growth journey really started. Coming back to it, I went to his seminar. And again, I was like, man, how can I become that? And this lady is this. She's like this. "Oh, that is so cute. Oh, let's go play with each other. Come on, let's go play with each other." And I was like, dude, I pay you. At that moment, it was expensive. It's one weekend for $2,500. One weekend for $2,500. I was like, dude, I need some transformation. I need some pain. I need some judgment. I need you to tell me what's wrong with me, right? Because I'm paying you $2,500. I need to get this thing going, right? You'll be fine. Let's play with each other. I was like, oh, all right, I'm there. I got to do something. So I trusted her and I just stayed through the whole program. And that's when I first realized, wow, okay, we should play. Things should be easy, right? And you have to allow grace to come in to play with you. Whatever that has been programmed on me wasn't working. So let me figure out this new way, right? So I'm going to share with you this 3 things. And again, this is very resonative with all of you virtual assistants here too, because the reason why you're slowing down, the reason why you're not getting any results, the reason why you're upset about yourself, right? It all have to do with this 3 principle. Okay, this 3 principle. And if you're wondering, man, I haven't built my team yet, man, the VAs keep screwing up, people are not going up, people are not signing up, right? Whatever the negative reason is, right? It's all because of this 3 things. It's all boiled down to this 3 things, at least for me. And this is the main 3 things that have transformed me drastically. Number 1 is ease. Ease means easy, right? I started to pre-programming myself that everything should be easy. If it is not easy, I'm not doing it, right? If it is not easy, I'm not doing it. If this client's not easy, I'm not working with them. If this VA that I hire is not easy working with me, I'm not going to work around it. Everything got to be hard. And everybody's really proud about being a warrior. And again, who is also like that? My husband. I remember we were praying and he said, "Man, God, please allow me to be your warrior." to do the things that you want me to do. He said that. And I pause him. I say, honey, I don't want to be a warrior anymore. We have failed so many times in our life so far, ever since I've been with you. And the last time is $5 million. It is enough of testing and be hard. I just want to be a fairy angel. I just want to powder some dust and things that just magically will happen. I say, God, you have already tested me enough. I already on my way. You don't have to test me anymore. Moving forward, I just want it to be easy. God, just allow me to be your angels so that I can do the work that you need to do. And ever since then, I have changed. And my business have changed. My life have changed. My world have changed. Because everything that I thought of is easy. When I manifest, I will say, I will manifest it with easy. And when I pray, I will make sure that, again, when you pray effectively. That's what I will say. Every time that I pray, I always say, God, whatever, and with ease, grace, and play. That's all that I said. And that's why I learned from them. I borrow it from them. And ever since then, everything has become so easy. And I'm in love with that. I remember when I was younger, I prayed to God that God make me a stronger person. God made me a stronger person. Again, we don't know whether it's God doing or whoever that's doing, but what we realized at that moment is God gave her what she asked for. She become very strong at this moment because of that experience. The truth is that was the realization that when you pray effectively. What do you want? How do you want to get it? With our $5 million failure, same thing. Probably CEs have prayed and say, God, allow us to be a warrior and do the thing you need to do. And thus, warrior have to fight. You have to be bloody. And thus, 5 million is as bloody as it comes. And thus, our story is very strong, very powerful now than anybody else, because not a lot of people can say, I lost $5 million. But again, I was like, hey, enough is enough. I just want to be ease, grace, and play. As easy as possible, as graceful as possible, as playful as possible. So ever since I do that, again, my business has been growing right now. At this moment, I think we're at about 13 millions in counting. Just have been going so easily. And again, all of you guys here, whether you're a VA or a client, you guys are all very easy to work with now. So that's number one, ease. Focus on how can I get the client the easiest way? How can I work with the easiest client? What is the easiest way for me to get exposed? What is easy for me to? What is easy for me to? And most important thing is, how can you be easy on yourself? Because money is an energy. Everything is an energy exchange. If you are really hard and you feel money is hard to make or everything is hard, then when you have a client coming through, the client will be very hard for you to earn too. So how can you shift all your perspective to become easy? That's point number one, ease. How can you redirect everything to be easy? Because I do believe that when I'm observing some of you guys doing the events, I do see the old me inside. You're more harder on yourself. It's harder for you to approach people or build a connection and things like that. So number one is ease. Number two is grace. I do believe that grace comes into two different forms. Be graceful for yourself. Be graceful for yourself. If you make mistakes, so be it. If the virtual assistant doesn't work, so be it. If you can close the next client, so be it. Just be very graceful for yourself, because some of you guys have the correct energy to sell, but some of you guys do not have the correct energy to sell what you have. Right? Like what Myron said, people actually buy me. People actually buy me. They don't really know what is involved in it. And they know the transformation, but he never really share with you the person, the process, or the people. The person, the process, or the product. He only focusing on the transformation. Hey, if you do this lightweight, right, you'll no longer be in pain. Is that what you want? Yes, sign up. He's pretty much just that. And then if people have follow-up questions, then he will answer them. If not, he just goes straight to the close. But you have to be graceful, because when you are doing a presentation, if you're tight, if you are nervous, or if you're very care, like you really wanted that sale, the energy really transmitted. And when the energy transmitted that you wanted to sell, then you probably wouldn't sell because it's too salesy. Okay. When I used to be in my door-to-door sales life, I used to go door-to-door selling Bibles. The goal is hit 100 doors, right? Some of you guys already heard about it. Hit 100 doors. Either you hit 100 doors, close your sale, right? So it's one or the other. At least one sale or 100 doors, right? So our goal is 100 doors. But I recognize that for me, my goal is to make 20 friends. Okay, my goal is to make 20 friends. Whether they buy from me or not, it doesn't matter. 20 friends. The first 5 minutes, I will talk to them about them and nothing about me and nothing about my product. until I notice that they like me, they trust me, right? They might spend a little bit of time to hear what I have to say. Then I will tell them, hey, the reason why I'm here today is because of this. And that's what I do. I kind of lower the standard, more ease into myself on my presentation. I just want to make friends. I'm not really trying to close them because the product is good itself. I know how to do the sales presentation anyway. So when I did that, it was automatically closed. So anytime, like, my people are very sales oriented. So they were like, Phyllis, you got to do one sale today, right? And I was like, yes, I'm going to do one sale. I usually will do 0. I'm going to connect with at least 5 people today. Then I will close the deal. Because out of 5, I usually will close 1 too. So then I realized that that's one grace. Okay, that's grace. Be graceful for yourself. Do not be so hard on yourself. Do not judge yourself so hard. Do not lock yourself up. I think that's what the real thing is. If you have a really bad past experience, right, it builds you. It makes you become the you today. If I hold on to all my past bad experience and be a victim from it, well, people wanted to buy that me? No, because the reason why we all got bought into Myron is because Myron is able to bring us to the future that we want, not the past that we want, the future that we want. So when you're presenting yourself and you're presenting this instrument, right? Both Ethan say to yourself too, you need to present it as the future you, okay? Presenting you as the future you, not the past you. The past you is already past, right? In the rear view mirror. Bye. Thank you so much for giving me all these. I love you, but I'm going to move forward. Right? The future you. Okay. Everybody only want to work with the future you, not the past you. Okay. The past you is not as pretty. It's great, but it's not as pretty because everybody want to go towards the future. Nobody want to have a pay deduction, right? Everybody want to have a pay raise, right? So the future you. Second grace is, again, God, universe, right? Whichever one that you are in. And also manifesting, right? Also manifesting. Are you manifesting for good or are you consistently allowing the past you to predict the future outcome? What do I mean by that? I used to be labeled as I am unlucky. So I always anchor that I am unlucky. When I see something, oh, I'm unlucky. When I see something bad, I'm unlucky. We hit the $5 million failure. Man, I'm unlucky, right? However, what I realized is that because I keep anchoring myself and thus I don't know, God, universe, the world, thought that's what I want. That's what I'm attracting. And thus, again, seek you shall find. And all the unlucky things keep coming to me. And I keep anchoring it. That's why I keep getting smaller and smaller. But then when I learn about, hey, I need to be graceful and then allow God to really help me and pour into me, I started to say, I am lucky. I'm a lucky magnet. I'm lucky. And then I started to see, wow, hey guys, I'm really lucky. I'm hanging out with Russell Brunson, right? Myron Golden. I'm on front seat with Tony Robbins, right? I'm living an amazing life right now. My kids is hanging out with me. We're traveling 12 months out of 12 months, right? Right now, I'm really lucky. Every time I get to something now, God, thank you. I'm lucky. 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 That is how I anchor everything. And thus now I recognize that I have more and more luck every single day. I somehow meet with the wrong person. One time I'm actually with Russell Brunson and I am still a little introverted, I believe, because this guy, I was like, oh man, I really want to meet with him. But man, I'm kind of shy, right? Because everybody want to meet this guy. I'm not going to meet him, but I hope I can really meet him. God, figure out a way for us to meet each other. And then we went to Boise, right? Boise Airport. So small, right? So small. It so happened that me and the person was flying out on the same flight. They actually have to go to Dallas for a transit flight. How crazy is that? And we're able to talk to them for an hour and a half about what he does and all that stuff, like a private coaching session. I was like, I am so lucky, right? The other day, I was like, I would love to get a picture with Dan Martell because I really like him. And we were at Tony Robbins. And as soon as Dan Martell finished talking, I was like, I really need to go to the bathroom. It's not a break yet. So I went to the back. There you go. Dan Martell's right there. Thank you, God, for allowing me to do this. Then I got to talk to Dan Martell, take a good picture with him, right? What Myron say, if it is yours, it's always going to be yours. If it is not yours, it will never be yours. So don't stress out about it. Live. Be truthful to yourself. So I was walking in and I saw Ben. I was like, oh my gosh, Ben, you're so incredible. I was like, I never knew when you talk about raising the floor, right? I never really knew how much you raise the floor, but I love your YouTube channel and you all of a sudden shut down your YouTube channel when it's going, right? Like there's like a ton of people watching. I will want his channel. He shut the channel out. I was like, oh my gosh, you're so impressive. You literally shut your YouTube out and then you move on with raising your floor. And he's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, Phyllis. This is really amazing. Can I give you my phone number so that we can connect afterwards? He told me that he's going to give me his number so that we can connect with each other. So then we get connected and then we have quite a few conversations afterwards. So now I always anchor, I'm lucky, I'm lucky, I'm lucky. and I always manifest what I need. And so now I can, again, focusing on all the good thing that I have. And at the same time, I'm also, if I didn't really get it or if I fail, I give a lot of grace towards myself, right? I give a lot of grace towards myself. It's okay. I still have time, right? If it is for me, it's for me. If it's not for me, it will never get to me. I know God has a way, right? And I'm trusting God to guide me through that right way. And again, because of that, it changed my life and changed the dynamic of my world and the people that is working around me and with me. Allow grace to come into. And sorry, I missed this one little piece is when grace come to you, receive them, right? When grace come to you, receive them. I learned this the very hard way. It's so easy for me to give to other people, but it's really, really hard for me to receive. That's why my life is so bad at the very beginning. Because think about it. If somebody say, Phyllis, you're bad. And then when people say, Phyllis, you're doing good. It's because of this, that, whatever, I'm just lucky, whatever, instead of, yeah, you're right. I am lucky, right? Yes, I am good. So how is it fair for you to live in that way? You're never going to be graceful because anytime it's bad, yeah, you're right. I am just so bad. I'm dumb. I'm this, I'm that, whatever. Right? You're amazing. It's not because I'm awesome. You're just trying to figure out why you're lucky. You're good because you're not that good. It just happened that you're lucky and you're good, right? Again, that was a big piece. Okay. I learned how to receive. Thank you. That's why if you can notice, I still always practice it when somebody say, Phyllis, your VA is good. I'll always say yes. And I'll touch my heart, right? I'll touch my heart and say, yes, I receive it. We are good. We are good. And I keep reminding about myself because how can I be so confident? How can I be confident like Russell, like Myron? I need to anchor myself that I am good. I'm well. Because if I'm not good, I'm not well. How can I lead other people to go towards the future, right? I cannot bring them to the future if I'm not good. And if I keep judging myself and if I'm consistently being hard on myself. So that's point number 2. That's great. And number three is play. Number 3 is have fun. Have fun. Be playful every day, right? Hey, would you like to have a light wave? Hey, would you like to do this? Would you like to do that? And then immediately I'll give you the magic trick to show you exactly what is going on with your life, right? Be as playful as you possibly could. This is one thing that Tony have talked about that I picked out maybe a couple years ago. And again, he have talked about that for 8 years already. I recently picked that out, right? About 3 years ago. He say, do you know why kids are so good at playing games? Because there's no negative emotion. They play. If they fail, they learn and they start all over again. And then they play. And they probably will get one more and then they fail and then do it all over again. And there's no emotion. There's no pauses. My son, I'm very proud, right? His name is Alexander. He played this thing called Geometry Dash. All you do is keep hitting the dash button. I don't know why it's called Geometry Dash. And how many times you fail? At least 10,000 fail. That one, I'm sure. He failed that one game 10,000 times. Dude, I was like, I would never do anything like that. Sometimes one level, he will play like 100 times, like consistently. Crazy. But hey, imagine if you practice your pitch 100 times, 1,000 times, right? Just, hey, it failed. I learned what it is. Restart. It failed. I know what it is. Restart. It failed. I know what it is. Restart. How quick would you get to the next level? What's the mindset behind it? So again, that's the 3 points I want to share with you, right? Ease, grace, and play. Myron is very easy. Run at events. Do YouTube, run events, and then sign him up for his high ticket offer and then do a challenge every month. That's how he's going to fulfill. That's easy for him. For me is having a lot of virtual assistants, let them do the work so I don't have to do a lot. What is easy for you? Are you craving for easy or deep down, you're still craving for hard? Ask yourself every single day about that. Reflect that into you. Be graceful. Allow people to give you grace. Allow yourself to ask for grace and always manifest how grace look like for you so that you can receive it unapologetically with love. And number 3 is play. Be as playful as you possibly could. The reason why I was very successful when I was selling Bibles is because my goal is I'm going to get 100 no's. If I get 99 no's, the yes is coming. There's no time in between where I pause. A lot of my friends, what they do is they got 3 no's. Oh, I need to smoke. I'm going to go underneath the tree and I'm going to smoke a little bit. And I'm going to go do it again. Oh man, I'm going to go have a drink, take a break, bathroom break. So the time that they are wasting to take some time to feel bad about themselves, I don't. I continuously practice. And thus I get to my destination a whole lot faster. By this 3, if you don't learn anything else, through the program by embodying these three, you will get there a lot faster. With virtual assistant, you're going to fail because you're going to do something. Your client doesn't like it. No problem. Smile, learn, do it again. With the clients, I always said that too. If the virtual assistant doesn't really work with you because they don't learn or they're harder to work with you, hey, switch them out. Find another one. I really mean it because this VA might be better for the next client. Everything happens for a reason. So be playful. Okay, this VA doesn't work. Find the next one until you find the one that is super matched with you that you don't even have to say anything. Everything is done. Grenolyn, I really enjoy working with her because I know she's absolutely going to show out every Wednesday on this call. If not, she was going to plan it out. I know that I will absolutely get supported no matter what on this call. And she will always give me the highlights of this call. I don't have to ever talk to her about it. So I know working with her is easy for me. And thus, she's consistently working with me. But if she's, oh, I'm not showing up, I'm late, this, that, whatever, I'm not going to work with her because I have decided that my life is only going to be easy moving forward. If it is hard, I'm not going to do it.
If today's message landed for you, if you felt even a small shift around ease, grace, and play, then take that as your sign. You don't need life to get harder to grow. You don't need more pressure to become successful. And you definitely don't need to keep carrying the old version of you into your future. From losing millions to rebuilding with ease to attracting clients who feel aligned and easy to work with, everything changed the moment I decided. If it's not easy, I'm not doing it. If there's no grace, I'm not judging myself. If there's no play, I'm not staying in the room. So here's what I want you to do next. Before you click away, ask yourself one question. What is the easiest, most graceful, most playful way I can move forward today? Because when you start choosing ease, when you start allowing grace, when you start playing again, life opens up, business opens up, clients open up. If you want more videos that help you grow your business without burning yourself out, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss the next one. And if you're building a team or working with VAs and want support that makes everything feel easier, check the link in the description. I'd love to help you build a life and business that flows. Thank you for watching. Remember, ease, grace, play. I'll see you in the next video.